What is going on today, guys? Tomcat here, and today we are back in Forza Horizon 2 doing a heavily requested max horsepower build of the 2015 Camaro Z28. Now, the first thing I'm gonna go ahead and get out of the way with this is the fact that this car, in max horsepower form, it's pretty much not really going to be usable for its original purpose anymore. It's not going to really be a road racer. It's more going to be a kind of almost like a show-off car, like a oh, I can burn the rear tires in fourth gear kind of a car. So, with that out of the way, I think it's a good place to start for making a mad horsepower build. Now, we're already starting with 525 horsepower, which is plenty, and I'm going to go ahead and take, like, all the weight out as well, just to give it that extra bit of bonkersness. But, before we mess with anything else, we are going to strap twin turbos on it. Now, I know a lot of people are probably going to go, well, you should have put the supercharger on it. It's much more American if you do it that way. It's okay. We'll do a supercharger build later on. Now, the first thing we're going to go ahead and do is do wheels and tires because, let's face it, actually, you know what? Never mind. It comes with race tires, so we're good to go. In the front stock, we're running 305s, which is actually what I remembered from the last one. We're going to upgrade to 325s in the front and 325s in the rear just to, actually, no, you know what? You know what? We could do 325s in the rear, or we could do 355s. So we could go 325 in the front, 355 in the back, which is what I'm thinking we're going to need to do to put all this power down. So let's go ahead and do wheels, and we'll go ahead and go, let's see, as far as style goes, there should be a set in here that I really like, and I'm not exactly sure off the top of my head which one it is, but I know it's here. Maybe it's in another category. Ugh, that doesn't fit the look at all. I'm just like, ugh. Those wheels fit some cars, but not this one. Definitely not. Those look okay. These look really good. Those fit really nicely. Really nicely. Now, without messing around with anything else, let's go straight to the power. Now, I'm gonna guess that we'll end up around... I'm gonna go ahead and say that I think we'll end up somewhere around the 850 mark. I'll be really happy with it if we're over 900. I think I'm pretty sure that we're gonna be over 850. Yeah, we're already at 773. We haven't even bolted the turbos on yet. So I'm pretty sure we're gonna be over 850. I'm pretty sure we're going to be over 900. If we break 950, I'll be really impressed. 952 horsepower and we're not done yet. 1,000! Oh my god! Wow, that is way more than I thought we were going to get out of this car. Holy crap, that is ridiculous. So now, we need to do a couple of upgrades. We're actually almost out of credits, which I need to fix. But, yeah, okay, never mind. I thought we only had... I looked at the tokens, and I thought that was my credits for a second. I was like, we only have 97 credits. What the hell is going on? No, we need to upgrade pretty much everything in the drivetrain department because it needs to be able to handle all this power. And then I want to do a little bit of a paint job on it just so we can kind of give it a little bit of extra flair. Nothing too crazy, but we're going to take it to the paint shop. And then after the paint shop, we're going to take this thing out and see what it'll do. Because it's going to be crazy. I'm thinking maybe some kind of two-tone. But, let's see, like a semi-gloss two-tone. Let me see, as far as base color goes. Hold on. We'll leave the base color alone and we'll mess with the highlight, I think. Okay, I see what it does. So let's bring that back just a little bit. Ooh, that's a really funky combination. That's a really weird, funky combination. I wonder, though, if we lighten that up a little bit. Wow. Whoa, that's actually really cool. For a two-tone, that's a really cool color. That's like a... It's got this, like, deep red to it, but it's also like this aqua color. That really sets it off, that's for sure. Let's go ahead and... Yeah, definitely save that. And for the hood, let's see if full carbon looks good. It actually does. I'm going to go with it because it actually does. Like, the polished carbon fiber looks really good. And if we do the polished carbon fiber hood, we need the polished carbon fiber mirrors. The wing kind of is already carbon fiber, and it's not really going to let you change it. The wheels, though, the wheels, I feel like we can do something really special with the wheels. Because we could either match them to the car, we could make them pretty much full black, or I feel like we could do some kind of a gray. And I'm not sure how it'll look, but we'll go ahead and test it out and see what we can get out of it. Now, I want to make it so that the wheels are visible. I don't want to kind of hide the wheels because there's way too many colors that really hide the wheels, and I don't want to do that. But that looks good. That doesn't really hide them at all. That actually kind of brings them out a little bit without letting them take over the car. Yeah, that's kind of a nice gunmetal color. I'm going to go with that because, honestly, this is, in my opinion, this is one of the, like, looks-wise, this is one of my favorite cars that I've ever made. I love the way it looks, especially Camaros-wise. This thing looks awesome, in my opinion. Again, I mean, some of you guys out there in the comments may think this thing looks ugly as hell, but you know what? I don't care because I really like the way this car looks. Now, as far as testing, to be honest, I'm a little bit scared about what it's going to be like. A little bit scared about what it's going to be like. I'm going to get out on the straightaway, and I'm just going to basically short shift it until I get there. Let's see what this color... Oh my god. Wow. That looks sweet. That looks really good. Let's just put it in 6th and just kind of cruise around a little bit until we get to the straightaway, and then we'll kick it down to about 3rd and see what happens. I'm pretty sure it's going to spin, but... Wow, you can hear the blow-off valve. Listen. Alright, let's see what it'll do in 2nd gear, floored. And go! You know what? It builds boost really well and just grips up and goes. Jeez. The grip is insane, even at this level of power. It's controllable. Doesn't spin 3rd. It does not spin 3rd with race tires. I mean, they're like, what, 325s in the back, but still, it does not spin 3rd. It just hooks up and goes. It's so fast. It sounds vicious, too. You know what? You could actually, for a 1,000+ horsepower car, you could take this and just basically, you could race it wherever you wanted. I mean, you could use it for a drag car, but you know what? I think actually, with a setup that feels this good and is this balanced, you'd kind of be wasting it if you used it as a drag car, because, or like as a dedicated drag car, because it can still take corners, it can still put power down mid-corner, and it's still very controllable. However, when you get out onto the straightaways, yeah, it will pretty much rip your face off at this amount of power. Now, keep in mind, we're still on the stock gearing, but the stock gearing is actually allowing for a lot of speed out of this car. Just because they're so long to begin with. Come on! Don't hit the wall. I didn't care that we dropped a lot of speed, but you know what? I'm gonna rewind. Just go, 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 go! Ow! You know what? No. We're not gonna let that happen. We're not interested in that. We're just gonna keep going. Come on, there's 220. That was a traffic car back there. I always sometimes overcompensate when I'm going, like, when I'm trying to avoid one traffic car and I hit the one I was trying to avoid. Whoop. Ow, ow, ow. Oh, that's gone wrong. Horribly wrong. Let's try heading back in the other direction just to see what kind of speed we can get out of this car. It's got so much grip in the back, it will not do a brake standing burnout. No, it will not do one. I mean, you have to pretty much modulate the brake, otherwise it will basically haul the car to a stop. Excuse me. Excuse me. Jeez. It even gets grip in the rain. The grip that this car has is insane for a rear-wheel drive car at this power level. I mean, it's not over 9,000, but still. That reference was wide open. I knew I had to do it, or somebody in the comments was going to. Come on, come on. Oh, jeez. Woo, that was insanely close. Just staying in it, staying in it. Really light with the steering inputs to try and keep the speed up. Come on, 225. Let's see 230. Let's see 230. 230 before the corner. Oh, man. Kind of hit the wall, but we were still going to have to turn. Whoa, Aventador in the way. Traffic car. We've still got a lot of highway left to go, though. And this is far from over at this point. So far, the fastest we've been is 228. And 228 for a Camaro is pretty damn good. But let's see if we can top it. Let's see if we can get 230 out of this car. Alright, come on. Get it. Get it. Get it. Oh, jeez. This traffic's like, oh my god! Who is this lunatic? This maniac? Oh my god, so close. That's 228. It just stayed, 228 before the corner. Whoa! Holy crap! I'm rewinding out of that because that we were too close to 230 to let that happen. Really light steering inputs. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Oh my god. Oh my, yes! Yes! 230! 231, 232! 33! Oh my god! This is ridiculous now at this point. Yeah, it's way past where I thought we were going to get this car. That took off so much speed, it's insane. Next goal, 235. Next goal, 235. I think we can do it. 3, 4, 5. Can we get 240? Can we get 240 miles an hour out of this car? Please tell me we can before this corner. It was 236. I had to turn. There's no option. You just have to turn. You probably could if you had like an unlimited straightaway, but there's no real unlimited straightaway in Horizon 2, so I think realistically the fastest you're going to get this thing is around about 236, 238. If you can get 240, you probably could if you just sincerely focused on just getting to 240 and you did a billion runs back and forth. But we have other aspects of this car to test, so we're not going to do that. Now, seeing as this car has so much power, it will also be able to slide at really high speeds and just get the back end out if you so desire. Now, if you downshift to third and rip the e-brake in a long distance corner, or long distance, just a long corner, yeah, that back end will come around, especially in the rain. Clutch kicks go a long way, too. Whoop. Whoa, traffic car, and it's so easy to recover. It really is. It's amazingly easy, really. Let's do some third-person drifting. If you overcook it, though, it will steer right off the road. Now, it's got a lot of grip mid-drift, but you kind of have to modulate the power and be careful about how you modulate the power because of the fact that if you give it too much angle, too much entry angle, it'll just completely go off the road, honestly, as we found out earlier. But mid-drift, if you just control it, it's very simple. And very controllable. You can really just drive it on the power if you want. And keep in mind, this is just a build. We have not modified the stock tune at all. This is the stock parameters for the suspension, the tire pressure, pretty much everything is stock except for all the parts we've thrown at this thing. So I'm incredibly amazed at the results we've been able to get out of it as far as grip abilities, drift abilities, and top speed. I mean, this thing is such an incredible all-rounder. It's insane. It doesn't lose any of the incredible all-rounder capability that it had when it was stock. It's just got more more speed, more power, and more grip. And honestly, if you can find a car that can do that, you've got one hell of a car on your hands, because not a lot of cars can do that. They either will become a dedicated top speed car, dedicated circuit car, dedicated drift car, and you could use this for one of those ideas if you were to tune it that way. But leaving it on the stock setup and just throwing all these parts at it really has worked wonders, actually. And that's not something that can be said for a lot of other cars. A lot of other cars, when you just throw parts at them, and you don't mess with the stock setup, they kind of get just kind of all over the place. They just kind of get real iffy and kind of unpredictable. And oh my god, well, he just came out of nowhere. He's just like, I'm driving here, and he's just like, I don't give a crap about whatever's in my way. I'm good. I'm good. Out of my way, buddy. It's just such a fun car, though. And whoa, okay. Whoop. Didn't really get a lot of angle, but we still saved it from that fence, which I'll take over angle any day. But yeah, oh wow, I really, really love this car. It is, I loved it when it was stock, but here now after this setup change, it's incredible. It really is incredible, and I highly recommend building one. But if you guys enjoyed this episode of Forza Horizon 2 and this build, then don't forget to leave me a like. Tell me in the comment section down below what you guys thought of it. And if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe for more. And I will see you guys in the next one. Talk to you guys later.